Kia ora, it's Ruth here in my backyard in Christchurch, and it's time for the May garden update, which I'm actually really excited about. I've realised through doing my thankfulness days, I really enjoy doing these videos. I really enjoy connecting with other people online and just seeing what's happening in the garden, what's happening with life, and then actually getting the comments back and forth from people, seeing what's happening and any advice that people give. So thank you for joining me on my garden tour today, and if you've got any advice, any comments, I'd love to see them because I love learning from others because there's so much knowledge out there. So, garden tour. I'll start with over here with these strawberries. They are definitely looking worse for wear, but that is okay because these strawberries are not going to be here for much longer. I'm planning to transplant all of them into where the blueberries are. There's still a few nasturtiums going, the flowers are still going, which is why I'm leaving them in here because the bees are still enjoying them. But soon they'll be gone. What I've realised is that strawberries love acidic ground and so do blueberries, and so I might as well put them together because then there's only one place that I need to protect from birds. So down here is where I've got all my blueberries. There's a few little late ones still coming on, which is pretty cool for the start of May. They're taking longer to change colour, but that's okay, we're still enjoying them. I've started transplanting a few strawberries, I've got a lot more to go. But here what I'm loving is the salvia is starting to drop its seeds. I've collected a few, but these hopefully will self-seed. We'll see how they go on the back. But I'd love to get more salvia here. What's great about the salvia is it attracts bees. I've been loving seeing all the bees along it, and it's a nice little pop of colour by the blueberries and by the newly painted black fence, which is very cool. So over here we've got more strawberries. Some still trying to strawberry. I've still been picking some strawberries recently actually. So all of these ones here and then all of these ones here are also going to get transplanted. And down here, these are the ones that I've got from the runners. You can see where I've cut off the runners. So these are brand new baby plants. And I know there's a few, like there's a sneaky one in there, a few brand new baby plants that are ready to be transplanted too. And then I'll end up with more room in these planter boxes. The strawberries there were a good idea to start, but I'm quite looking forward to having them all in one place. So I'm not worrying about having to net this area from the birds and net that area. So in this first box, it's looking quite green at the moment. What I've just done here is you can't see them yet, but I've planted some garlic in this place and then a bit of a square around there. It is the start of May, so some people are saying don't plant garlic yet, other people are saying do what you want. I like the do what you want one. I'm just going to give it a go. My plan is to plant a little bit of garlic each month and then just see which ones go the best in which gardens so I kind of know for future. In this garden I've also got some broad beans. I've been loving growing these because I feel like I can nearly see them grow, they grow so fast. Now you'll either love or hate this, but I've got a whole lot of coriander going on, which I'm looking forward to. Got some rows of carrots, and these are some late Brussels sprouts that I put in, so we'll see how they go. I put some late Brussels sprouts in last year as well, and what ended up happening is by the time they got to having the Brussels sprouts, the white fly came and they just weren't that flash, so put them in a bit late. It's all in the learning, we'll see how it goes. Still got some marigolds going strong, which we'll see some more in the other gardens as well. And at the back we've got some beetroot and then more of the Brussels sprouts. And under that little black thing, I'll take you around here, are also some lovely calendula, still going strong. Here I've got lettuces, but it hasn't really worked. It was good for when they're little, but I really need to put a bigger lettuce cage. If you've been following my channel, you'll see that we've got a big problem with birds. That luckily the birds, they take away all the slugs and snails. I don't have any slug snail problem or aphids or any of those things. But the birds eat all of our little leafy greens, especially lettuce and spinach, so I have to cover them. So that's a problem there. If we continue along, again, the nasturtiums are going great. I know they are a bit weedy, but they are doing really well, and actually it's just fine for now. And because it's a cooler climate down here, they don't grow as rapidly as in the North Island, so I can keep them under control. And it's been really fun having the flowers around for salads, and again, just seeing the bees in them. So this garden, there's probably not too much happening in this one. We've got some leeks over here, which are going pretty well. We've got a whole lot of little carrots that need to be thinned. We've got over here our lettuces that I have caged up, and I want to make some type of more permanent cage. Something that's probably got chicken wire around it that I can easily lift on and off, because my issue with this is I've got to really try figure myself in, which means I've not been picking them as much as I would like to. And here, this is a freezer crate, which I've got quite a few of these around, again to protect from birds. But these are a whole lot of beetroots, and these are the torpedo ones, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how these grow because I haven't grown them before, but some friends had grown some wonderfully big ones. So, just before we finish, over here, This garden box wasn't here the last time. I've managed to add 2 garden boxes and extend where our barked area is in the garden during this lockdown, which has been really fun. But I might pause there, and this garden video might end up being in 3 or 4 parts because I want to keep the videos not too long, but also there's so much more garden to show, which is really cool. So join me again for next time. I'll do another update for part 2 and kind of go further around the garden. But just to leave you, here are the last of our apples. They're actually doing okay. We've decided we will keep this tree. There hasn't been as much codling moth as we thought, and these last apples we're just kind of leaving for the birds, which I guess is a double thing. I'm saying I don't really like the birds because they eat our things and then I leave food for them, but they are doing us a good job keeping away our slugs and snails. So thank you for watching me just for the first 2 garden boxes. Join me next time as I take you further around the garden, maybe a little bit faster, but at the same time, one thing I've learned in the lockdown is it's okay to slow down a bit. So, thank you, remember to subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will catch you next time. Ka kite!